Today is Monday, August 25th, and this is the Bay Blend from WUSF. I'm Gabriella Paul, in for Sky LeBron. I'm running out of ways to troll him. I haven't had my coffee yet, so let's just get into it. Today you'll hear about how small businesses are faring in Tampa amid so many curveballs in the economy, and you'll also get some ideas on how to spend your Monday evening. But first, let's get you caught up on the news. The Florida Department of Transportation is officially removing street murals in St. Pete. The city asked to exempt 5 of its murals from the state's new ban on street art, including the iconic Rainbow Crosswalk on Central and 25th. That request was denied on Friday. Byron Green-Collish is the president of St. Pete Pride.
This does feel incredibly politically motivated because when asked about the data for why are we making these decisions, the data does not exist.
The state banned street murals with political or ideological messages saying they're a distraction to drivers. After the gnarly hurricanes last season, you may have driven by a washed-up boat or two. Turns out this is becoming a big issue after major storms in the state. Officials say that abandoned boats end up polluting our oceans and waterways. That's why Florida has a new law that allows the state to remove boats without the owner's okay in some circumstances, like after a major storm. If you have a boat, or like me, you just have a friend with a boat, you can read up on these new rules at WUSF.org. Environmentalist legal victory over the Everglades detention site was short-lived. Last week, a federal judge's order to shut down alligator Alcatraz was met with a prompt appeal by the state. Elise Bennett is with the Center for Biological Diversity, and she's one of the plaintiffs, now gearing up to fight the appeal.
This so-called administration of law and order has been breaking the law every step of the way here, and we intend to hold them accountable to these environmental laws.
State officials say the center doesn't pose any threats to the environment. The Trump administration made a tax break for small businesses permanent recently. That was part of the big, beautiful bill that passed this year. WUSF's Lily Belcher spoke with a couple store owners in town about what this means for them. She's here with me now. Lily, what's the TLDR on what this tax break means for businesses?
So the Big Beautiful Bill did a couple things for small businesses. The main one is that it made a 2017 small business tax deduction permanent. And so now business owners can rely on getting that 20% tax break. It also gave businesses some more upfront tax breaks when they buy a big piece of equipment or machinery rather than stretching that deduction out over time.
Okay, so certainly some savings for small business owners, but this isn't happening in a vacuum. There's lots of other economic things going on these days. So what did store owners tell you about those things?
These business owners are still dealing with price increases and tariffs, and that's affecting their businesses and their prices. I spoke with Jennifer Hill. She's the owner of Peterbrook Chocolatier in Carrollwood, and she says that tariffs are affecting her, and also just a bad cocoa crop has raised the price of her chocolate.
That's cost overruns. That's the cost of cocoa going up. That's minimum wage going up. That's the cost, every year your rent goes up.
Wow, so lots to consider for small business owners that are trying to get by. Did you talk to any people who are considering having to pass costs along to customers?
I spoke with Emmanuel Dunbar in Temple Terrace. He's the co-owner of Royal Diaspora Coffee, and he's pouring a cup of coffee while he tells me that, he might have to raise his prices, and he's worried about losing customers. He doesn't know what their breaking point is. I mean, how much are you going to be willing to pay for a cup of coffee?
We can't be consistent in our prices because the prices are always moving because the price of the good is always changing.
So essentially, when this tax break is supposed to provide certainty for small business owners, they're saying that there's so much other uncertainty that this tax break isn't doing enough.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into keeping a small business afloat. This is some complicated reporting. Thank you so much for your work.
Thank you.
You can read more about this story right now at WUSF.org. If you're looking for an absolute vibe in this gloomy weather, here's an idea. In Between Days in St. Pete is hosting a live jazz event tonight with rotating musicians. This place looks so sick, honestly. It's Florida's first Tokyo-style sake and listening bar. Tonight's also part of a series where they're celebrating the business's 4th birthday, so go show out for them. It's a free show that starts at 8. If Japanese rice wine isn't really your speed, but Japanese trading card games are, you can go check out Cool Stuff Games in South Tampa instead. They're calling all duelists for their weekly Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. It's a $5 entry fee, and registration starts at $5:30. And last but not least, this one's got some real mysterious intrigue. It's giving a speakeasy meets local history meets performance art. There's a 3-week immersive art series that's slowly taking over secret locations near downtown Tampa. When you buy a ticket, you find out where the event is going to be. It's put on by a local nonprofit, and these experiences, which are everything from music to storytelling to dance, they're all inspired by the way immigrants have shaped Tampa's culture. So you can buy tickets on Eventbrite. Just search for Secret Spaces. Well, that's today's blend from WUSF. Let us know how you're liking it. You can follow, subscribe, or comment wherever you listen. And you heard Sky, he's the jealous type, so make sure to show him some love while he's away. In the meantime, have a Monday. We'll get through it together, and I'll meet you back here first thing tomorrow morning.